Hi everybody, hope everyone's doing great. I am getting ready to do a little bit of a video about this Cricut cartridge that you're looking at. I made 3 different cards, and this is well, with a name with page with panache. You never know what you're going to expect on my channel. I do all kinds of different things, whether it's card making, scrapbooking, project life, sewing. There may even be a little bit of cooking. I was hoping to get a few videos with my mom, some of the things that she likes to do. So anyway, I will let you know the videos that I'm going to do that are in relation to the Cricut. I will title it that, so that way if you're not interested in the Cricut cartridges and things like that, you don't have to watch. But hello to everyone. I'm going to try really hard on this video to be more detailed than what I may typically be, because I have a dear friend that is new to her Cricut. She has the Cricut Create, and she is, like I said, she's kind of new, and so I want to make sure that I go over a few of the basics, so that way it makes it as easy for those that are beginning. And I'm not saying that I'm a professional at it by no means. We all learn all the time, so we all learn together. As a matter of fact, this is the first time that I actually broke open this cartridge. It's called Wild Card, as you can see. I thumbed through the booklet, and there are so many really neat, fun cards that are inside. And I've been needing to make, I wanted to make a sympathy card for a friend, and I have a couple of dear friends that are going through a lot health-wise, and so I wanted to make a couple of get well cards for them. And there's more cards that I want to make, but I thought I would go ahead and share what I've done so far with this cartridge, and try to make it as simple as possible. So I thought I would share with you my learning journey of using this cartridge. So the very first card that I actually made from this cartridge, I wasn't sure, since these cards they have a envelope provided to use along with the card that complements the card, and in the instructions they suggest for you to cut the envelope out first. So being new to this, I wasn't sure what size I wanted to cut it out as, so I started off, this was the first one I made. I'm trying to find, it's actually the very first pattern in the cartridge. It's this one here, and it's kind of somewhat hard to tell exactly what it's going to look like on here just by looking at that. This one is found on page 32. And the envelope, what I did, because I didn't know, I had absolutely no clue what size that I wanted to set it as, so I have the pink Cricut expression, and what I did was I put my 12 by 12 piece of cardstock on my mat, and then I selected fit to page. And so when you select fit to page, it will automatically detect the size that it will cut out as, and so I made note of that.
After you hit the cut button.
And the card for this, the largest for the complementing envelope is 3 3/4 inch, is what it showed on the machine. So, but however, let me show you on the paper. I still have it here. I may have thrown that one away already. I think I threw that one away already, because yeah, so I can't really show you, I'm sorry. But it cut out quite a bit out of that cardstock. Let me make sure. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. But yeah, it cut out quite a bit out of that 12 by 12 piece of cardstock, even though it says 3 3/4 inch. So then what I did was when I went into making the card, I just selected for the size for making the rest of the card, I selected 3 3/4 inch for the card. And now on the other layers, you do not change the size, because if you changed all these pieces to 3 3/4 inch, it's not going to be in proper proportion to your card. So you just leave it. Don't put it to real size. Just leave it the way it is. And so this is the card. I cut out the envelope and the card, and then I also I cut out a blackout for the card, and I also did both liners. And then I used this frame, and I used the what does that say? With sympathy phrase. And I didn't use either of these. So I'll show you what I did make. So this is the size that it came out to be, and I don't have it sealed closed or anything yet. That's the envelope and the coordinating paper. This cardstock is the textured cardstock from Hobby Lobby. It's the Paper Studio line of the textured cardstock you get in a pack. And then the papers that I used for this card and the liner is from Color Block Paper Pack. I can't remember the name of the collection, but they carry it at Walmart. So I wasn't really sure with how the card was going to look. My eyes are so bad, and it was really hard for me to make out exactly what the card was going to look like. So I just went with it, and I thought, well, this will be an experimentation. So it ends up being a card. When I cut it out, it's a card that you put either grommets or eyelets in, and it overlaps. And I did it this way with a ribbon, and I didn't do the branch on there, as you can see. But let me open this up. I'll take the ribbon off. And then it just opens up like that. And so I used these liner pieces here to cover over the brads that I put on each end. This white piece is the blackout layer right here. That's the blackout layer that I put inside for the background, because otherwise this paper is kind of thin and it wouldn't have made my card very sturdy. And then I actually cut out I cut out the white first in the frame, and because I thought I was going to use a pattern paper in the background, but then that changed and I ended up using the white, so I cut it out again with this pattern paper, and so then I just used the white behind the pattern paper, and it just made that pattern paper more sturdy. And then this is the With Sympathy. I put that over, and I kind of used that the cutouts that came, the negative space, as background layering. I put that down in the background with the sentiment, and then I used a dimensional foam to pop up that frame, so that way it's has more of a dimension to it. So anyway, that's how that looks like. And you can, however you decide you want to decorate the front. I did go over the card with my Sakura pen. I don't know where I put it. It's over here somewhere. This pen. I absolutely love this pen. If you get anything, it's the Jelly Roll Clear Star it's called. And you can get 2 of these in a pack at Hobby Lobby. I'm sure probably other places carry them as well, but that's one of my favorite pens, because you can add just a little bit of, just a little bit of a highlight. And I think that pack was only maybe $2 or $3 for 2 pens. So I will put that back together later. But that's the first card that I made. This is the color, or the paper collection that I had used for that first card. I just thought I would show it to you. And also I was going to mention, if you have, for those of you that have the Cricut Create, which is the 6-inch size, 6-inch by 12-inch mat, you wouldn't be able to use the envelope. Like the card that I just made, the envelope cutout would be too big for the Create, for that size mat. So you could do the card. I think pretty much all the cards you could do on the 6x12" mat, but the envelopes might be a little tricky. I did notice that there is something on here that says if the envelope doesn't, the size doesn't match. I can't find the right page now. But anyway, there's some reference here of an alternate card or something that you can make, so I'm not sure. That might be compatible for the Cricut Create or the smaller size Cricut cutters, but if not, you can always get out the good old Score Buddy, Score Pal, Martha Stewart scoring board to make your own envelope if you have to, or they have a new punch envelope. We Are Memory Keepers envelope maker or something like that. I meant to say an alternate envelope that you can make, not a card. But anyway, I think I'm going to have to do this in a couple of parts because I get to rambly. I start rambling and then I'll lose track of time. But sneak peek, this is the next card that I'm going to make, and it's of a Band-Aid. So I will do that on the next video. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.